Today on OC News, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declares war on the Hamas following Saturday's terrorist attack.
Students at Cal State Fullerton had the opportunity to partake on Indigenous Peoples Day.
And Associated Students hosted its first tailgate of the year for women's soccer.
All that and more on OC News.
This just in tech news. First responder on police.
There's been a lot of collaborative efforts
feel
over the years.
blessed to be here in Fullerton.
Brought to you by the
Broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton. OC News starts right now.
Welcome to OC News. I'm Francisco Molina.
And I'm Olivia Morales. Thank you for joining us this evening. It has been three days since Israel officially declared war on the Hamas in Palestine, but the Israeli siege on Gaza is entering its fifth day. CNN's Laura Aguirre has the latest. A warning for our viewers, this footage does contain graphic content.
My commitment to Israel's security and the safety of the Jewish people is unshakable.
A commitment made stronger as escalating reports of atrocities against civilians in Israel emerge.
We've never seen such savagery in the history of the state, and they're even worse than ISIS.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu sharing that comparison with President Joe Biden in a call Tuesday. In the hours since, new discoveries of Hamas's brutality have come to light.
Murdering civilians, children, women, dragging a Holocaust survivor in a wheelchair across the border.
Israeli officials say that in at least one village, infants and toddlers were found decapitated, claims that Hamas denies.
These images and the depravity of Hamas has got to be addressed. They've got to be neutralized.
The reports worsening the fears of those who have loved ones being held hostage by the militant group.
This is a very crucial moment. We have no time to think about the dead.
It is Hamas that needs to listen very, very carefully, because if they want to come out in any way or form of this conflict alive, they need to release those people immediately.
For now, Israel is amassing troops and preparing for a ground offensive in Gaza.
The ramifications of this strategic attack against Israel is a game changer, and we need to change the rules of this game.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
A man was recently found dead in a car in a Cal State Fullerton parking structure. Reporter Samuel Enriquez followed the latest on this story.
Last Tuesday, a deceased man was discovered in the east side parking lot here at CSUF. The man was found in his car on the second floor of the parking lot. The police were contacted by a CSUF employee because of a smell coming from the vehicle. I spoke with campus police captain Scott Willey for some details.
They thought they smelled a certain odor that was not typical, and so they called over a parking officer. The parking officer walked up to a car, saw some flies on it and such.
Subsequently, the campus police was called and they were able to see past the tinted windows and blinds on the car to discover the body.
And he was in the back seat of the car, and there was a pillow and some other clothes, so it looked like he was sleeping in the back of his car.
The fire department was called and they were able to gain entry into the vehicle and confirm that the 67-year-old man was deceased. The police found no evidence of foul play. The man's body was sent to the coroner's office, and police still await the formal cause of death. And again, the police found no evidence of foul play. I also spoke with the students to see if they feel their safety is in jeopardy here on campus.
Not in a large way. I don't feel totally threatened here, no.
Another student had the same feelings.
No, I don't think so, just because it's not something that I hear about too often. It's not very consistent.
Captain Willie told me that despite the recent incident, CSUF remains one of the safest places to be. This has been Samuel Enriquez, signing off.
Trick-or-treaters may experience an extra scare this year during Halloween. A new survey is suggesting that they may get less candy this year due to inflation. Researchers at the sales and marketing group Advantage Solutions surveyed over 1,000 adults. 40% said that inflation will impact their plans to buy candy. And among the group, half said they plan on spending the same amount as last year, but they will be buying less of these sweet treats. Roughly 30% said that they will be spending less and buying less. And it isn't just inflation that is driving up prices for consumers. Producers say that a tight sugar supply will be driving up the cost of candy, as well as cutting into the production of the goods.
California State University student workers are getting closer to unionizing according to an announcement from the California Public Employment Relations Board.
Student workers number over 19,300 across the 23 CSU campuses, and if the vote to organize passes, they would more than double the size of the employees' union. Student workers are currently limited to 20 hours per week and are paid state minimum wage regardless of the local minimum.
Every office that you walk into, whether it's IT or like when you walk into departments, it's us students everywhere. We're the ones taking care of the department front desks, or if you go to the gastronome, which is our the eating place, it's fully run by students. IT, all the help desks, it's fully run by students. So I definitely do believe that we do deserve better treatment.
Here at Cal State Fullerton and across the CSU system, student workers are hoping that a union could help increase their quality of work life. Ashwin Kumar, a student working at the Cal State Fullerton IT department, says that paid sick leave could also help student workers out.
I have noticed a lot of students have been getting sick lately on campus, and it's been happening more and more, so definitely having that flexibility would put a lot of students at ease mentally, knowing they don't have to go to work, feeling sick, and that they can stay home. Yeah.
The union would like to push the vote as soon as possible and are looking at a possible date in January of 2024.
Coming up next on OC News, ACT scores for U.S. students dropped to a new low. Plus, Cal State Fullerton hosted a tailgate to support their soccer team.
And lastly, U2 performs a concert at the Las Vegas Sphere. This and more coming up shortly after the break. The U.S. House of Representatives has been under pressure to elect a new Speaker of the House amidst the war between Israel and Hamas. After ex-Speaker Kevin McCarthy was ousted from his position last Tuesday, Republicans have been scrambling to find their next leader in the House. In a closed-door meeting, House Republicans voted 113 to 99 in favor of Louisiana Representative Stephen Scalise as the party's nomination for Speaker. Although Scalise has the nomination, he can only afford to lose 4 Republican votes to gain the speakership. The Democrats are expected to back Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries as their nomination for Speaker.
Cal State Fullerton's Intertribal Student Council co-hosted a celebration on Monday in honor of Indigenous Peoples Day. Our reporter, Marissa Lavazari, has more on what the celebration had to offer.
Native traditions were brought to life through performances and booths in front of the Pollock Library on Monday.
It's really important to know your origin. That way you follow that path.
Cal State Fullerton's community gathered to learn stories from Native people and visit shops featuring traditional clothing, jewelry, and photography empowering Native culture.
Through the feathers, we have a connection from the light and the wind to our bodies, to the energy connection to Mother Earth.
Through dance, Native groups strengthen their connection to Mother Earth and spirituality.
While celebrations like this allow Indigenous people to celebrate their history and culture through stories and dance, it also allows people from outside the communities to come out and learn how to respect Native culture and history.
I feel like I have a personal debt to Indigenous people here in Southern California.
While progress has been made in respecting land and culture, Native American communities are still urging for more.
I think there still needs to be more resources available, especially like at Cal State Fullerton. There's not a whole lot of support that's really promoted in kind of the mainstream part of campus.
Walsh, a prospective California history teacher, agrees the event is the first step to acknowledging that Native cultures still exist and require respect.
People with settler backgrounds like me, as well as people of any background, whether that be Indigenous or newcomers, to reach out to Indigenous people, to educate themselves, and to give Indigenous people a space to share their thoughts and their feelings.
Indigenous students and allies can follow the Council on Instagram at CSUF ITSC for Native American Heritage Month event updates in November, or visit the office in McCarthy Hall where the original council was established in the early 1970s. With OC News, I'm Marissa Lavazari.
Our weather reporter, Samuel Enriquez, is here in the studio to get you ready for this week. Take it away, Samuel.
Thank you, guys. Let's get right into it. So right now it's a nice sunny 74 degrees here in Fullerton, and you can expect a low of 58 later on today. We have a nice breeze at the moment with winds at 8 miles per hour, and the humidity is at 60%, which is an increase from last week and just enough to get my car dirty. Fun fact. There's also a wind advisory starting at midnight tonight and extending until 3 p.m. tomorrow. You can expect winds between 20 to 30 miles per hour and gusts up to 50 miles per hour. So you might want to put those Halloween decorations away, at least for tonight. Finally, the sun rose at 6:54 a.m. and today we can expect it to set at 6:23 p.m. Moving on to the 5-day forecast, we had a sunny day with a high of 76, and we can expect a low of 58 later on tonight. Tomorrow we'll get a slight uptick in temperature with a sunny high of 82, but we'll have the same low as tonight at 58 with partly cloudy skies. On Friday, we'll have patchy drizzle in the morning, but mostly sunny skies for the rest of the day with a high of 79. In the evening, we're going to have a mostly cloudy 58 degrees. On Saturday, we'll have similar weather to Friday with cloudy skies in the morning and a sunny high of 81. Later on in the day, for cloudy skies and sunny later on in the day. At night, it will be 60 degrees with partly cloudy skies. And I know we've been enjoying the break from the heat, but it's going to be creeping back up on Sunday with a high near 87 with a nice sunny sky. And for Sunday night, expect a low at 63 degrees. Well, that's all I got for weather. Back to you, Francisco.
The average score students receive on the ACT has reached a 30-year low. The new average is 19.5 out of 36. Experts believe that kids are not as ready for college than in years past. This can be attributed to changes in the school system during the pandemic. Although studies have shown that ACT scores have been slowly declining for the last 6 years, many colleges now get the option to submit ACT scores or SAT scores when applying. Schools instead are looking at the grade point average students had when in high school. New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers challenges Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce to debate. The Powerball jackpot continues to grow.
And the latest in sports and entertainment coming up after a brief commercial break.
Stem is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who is out for the season with a torn Achilles tendon, has plenty of time on his hands, so he's chosen to take on Travis Kelce, but not on the football field. During Aaron Rodgers' weekly appearance on the Pat McAfee Show, he challenged Kansas City tight end Travis Kelce to a debate about the COVID-19 vaccine. Rodgers also wants Dr. Anthony Fauci and independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to join the discussion. Rogers has called Kelce Mr. Pfizer since Kelce is a spokesperson for the company that produces one of the COVID-19 vaccines.
Last Thursday, students attended a tailgate for the women's soccer game against Irvine. Reporter Marcus Olvea has more.
Cal State Fullerton students arrive to the Titan tailgate excited. A water bottle or cinch bag is given to each student who signs in with a QR code. All kinds of games and activities for students to interact with. Tables are set up with art supplies to make posters for the game to come.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like a lot of people had a lot of fun. I know me and my squad did, so yeah, it's great. It was a great time.
Cheerleaders formed a tunnel after the tailgate was over, leading directly to the Titans stadium for the game. Free tickets to all tailgate attendees. No longer have to wait in those lines.
I was at the Tuffy tailgate to support our women's soccer and just to support our sports here and just to get everyone else to get good vibes and come to the game and support them.
Because I just want to kind of motivate everyone and get them hyped for the soccer game. I think it's a really great way to get people to come to the events and just support Cal State Fullerton.
The Titans won the game 2-0 against Irvine.
Bringing you the latest analysis and coverage for sports, our very own Adam Garcia is in the studio to tell us the latest scores and upcoming games. Take it away, Adam.
Thank you, Francisco. Who is ready to take a look at what's been happening in the sports world? Getting started with our local sports, we're going to start off with our very own men's soccer team, and who have been unrecognizable of late and have been climbing the ranks of the best soccer team in the nation. To start off the game, the Titans score first against Cal State Bakersfield as Suleiman Ba records his 7th goal of the season in the 23rd minute of the game. And the Big West Offensive Player of the Week, Jorge Quintero, scored a screamer of a goal only 6 minutes after their first goal. The Runners were able to score 1 goal in the 52nd minute, but the Big West Defensive Player of the Week, Tesuyo Cardona, has other plans for the Runners as he was unstoppable against them with a docket of a season-high 6 saves in the match, with 3 saves. 3 out of his 4 saves came to keep the Titans up, while the Runners were just running into a brick wall every single time. Now let's take a look at some NFL action where the Rams and the Eagles clashed this past Sunday. To start off the game, Jalen Hurts throws a dime to Dallas Goedert for the first touchdown of the year. Matt Stafford and the Rams respond quickly in the first quarter to tie the game 7-7. After a field goal was made by the Eagles, the Rams scored a touchdown to take a lead, but unfortunately for the Rams, they would not score for the rest of the game and lost to the soaring 5-0 Eagles 23-14. Now, let's take a look at the NLDS Dodgers against the Diamondbacks. And the Dodgers are in shambles at the moment. After a lackluster performance by Clayton Kershaw, Bobby Miller will look to come out stronger, but sadly for the Dodgers, Miller allowed 3 runs in the first and could not recover, only pitching an inning and a half. There was a slight glimmer of hope for the Dodgers. J.D. Martinez hits a bomb to right field, but the Dodgers did not make the comeback and are down 2-0 in the series. Talking about the Dodgers, they will play tonight against the Diamondbacks at 6 p.m. And if they lose, they go home. And also the Titans men's soccer team plays tonight at home, 7 p.m. against UC Irvine, where they look to stretch their winning streak to more games in their lead atop the Big West. Back to you guys.
A new entertainment venue has opened up in Las Vegas, and it's out of this world. Nathan Glendenning has the story.
It's straight out of a sci-fi movie, a planet-type orb coming out of the ground.
It's pretty impressive. It's just amazing, the quality, the video quality. It's crazy.
The Sphere, part of the Venetian resort, costs an estimated $2.3 billion to build. At 316 feet high and 516 feet wide, it seats nearly 19,000 people.
The largest LED screen is right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Known as the Sphere, YouTube will have its residency here until Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, the view, the vantage point is great. And then, of course, they've just got a little screen up when you start. But then when it opens up, it's, again, just the video footage it's crazy what they can do.
It's only fitting that the iconic rock band U2 would be the first concert held here. The Sphere is located just off the Strip, but can be seen just about anywhere in Las Vegas. For OC News, I'm Nathan Glendenning.
With the latest celebrity news and entertainment headlines, Dakota Penny is joining us this evening. Dakota, tell us what is the latest news in the entertainment world.
Thank you, Francisco. Let's get right to it.
Just in time for spooky season, a new Goosebumps series is headed to multiple streaming services. The first 5 episodes of the series will be uploaded to both Disney Plus and Hulu on Friday, October 13th. This week, Olivia Rodrigo fans will be able to see the star live in concert. The singer-songwriter is set to perform an intimate show on October 9th in Los Angeles. Ticket proceeds will be benefiting Rodrigo's charity Fund for Good. And if you were not able to attend the private concert, the performance will be filmed and able to be streamed on YouTube October 10th until October 12th. In the box office this week, Saw X, which was in second place last week, fell to third with a total of $8.2 million. After 1 weekend in first place, the new Paw Patrol movie fell into second place with $11.8 million. Lastly, audiences were excited for the return of The Exorcist, which obviously made its way to first place, making $27.2 million.
That's all I have for you this week. Back to you in the studio.
Hurry up and buy your Powerball tickets. You could be the next billionaire. Tonight's drawing will mark the second largest prize in Powerball history. It is now at an estimate $1.73 billion after no winning tickets were sold for Monday's drawing. Monday's winning numbers were 16, 34, 46, 55, 67, and the Powerball number was 14. The largest Powerball jackpot was $2.04 billion back in November of last year. The drawing will take place at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Well, I know what I'm going to be doing if I win that lottery. I'm taking both of our executive producers out for dinner. Thank you for joining us tonight on OC News. Our next telecast comes to you in just a few minutes.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page at titan.tv. From all of us here at OC News, have a lovely evening.